Okay guys, so we've got through the building and pest inspection, everything's been done. If there are any little bits and bobs to get sorted out, we'll send you an email and let you know. The next step is going to be the final inspection. So we wanted to run you through what are the most common fails that we get when we get to the final inspection. Hopefully we can try and resolve those before we even get there. So number one fail, the cooker. So how often do we get to a final inspection? Either one of these is working or it's not. Or we get dirt inside one of the nozzles, or the clicker doesn't work, or the button doesn't work. So please triple check each and every one, make sure that they're all lighting correctly. The other thing that we often see as well is range hood globes. So please double check that if you've got range hood globes, there's normally two, make sure that those are replaced if any of them are not working. The second most common fail is the retic. So please make sure that before we get to the final inspection, you've gone through and checked each and every cycle and every station. Every single nozzle needs to be in working order. So your retic forms part of your plumbing. So your gas, plumbing and electrics all have to be in working order. So even if there's one nozzle that's not spraying properly or it's filled with sand, please make sure you check it and make sure that's working. Number three, garage door fails. So very often we find the wall panels on these have a dead battery. So please make sure you test that the battery's working. The other one that's also lets us down, we often find that the courtesy light in the garage motor is not working, so please double check that that's going. If you've got more than one remote, also make sure that you check all the remotes, leave them in the top kitchen drawer for us. We also have problems with keys quite often, so if you can make sure that if you've got any sliding doors, you dig out the keys for those, or get new keys if you can't find them. Window keys are the other one that we often battle with as well. So before it comes to settlement date, if you can collect all of those keys back, make sure that they're in the top kitchen drawer for us. So you can see here, the light's not working on this oven. It's a pretty common fail. Again, these ones are pretty hard to get hold of, and very often they're a special order item, so we don't want to get to the final inspection 5 days before settlement. We can't get hold of a globe and going back to a buyer trying to make an agreement for a set-off or an agreement on costs. So please make sure you triple check the globe ahead of time. Leaking shower heads are another one we come across pretty often. Again, pretty easy to get fixed, but we don't want to be trying to do that at the last minute. Prior to settlement, if you can also please just get the grass cut and any weeds pulled out. In order to meet the as inspected condition in the contract, the property must present in the same way as when the purchasers made their offer. So if you can get that done prior to settlement. If you don't have the time to do it, just let us know a week or two before and we can arrange for a gardener to go around. Outside security lights, another common problem, probably closely followed by the laundry lights. So often people just don't have a globe outside the laundry. You can double check that the globes are working, any sensor lights are operating, and that the globes are correctly installed. And last but not least, the hot water unit. Please make sure that you don't turn the gas supply off to the hot water unit. We often get to the final inspection and find that the gas has been turned off. Then we've got to, generally, it'll be a rainy day, we've got to try and get the lid open, get down on the floor and try and get the pilot light lit up. If it's been turned off for a while, sometimes it's really hard to get it relit again. We've got to get a plumber out. So please make sure that you keep that on and that the hot water is available for the final inspection.